Hi beautiful people, it's Kylie here from Be Sunshine, Kylie and Stacy. Just wanted to come on here today and share one of our products from Teacher Pay Teacher. Today I have the story Seeds and Trees and it's by Walden. This story is all about how we have two ways of thinking inside of us, and they refer to them as the green trees and the dark trees. But inside each of us, there are different ways of thinking, and whatever one we water is the one that grows. So, for instance, the green trees are positive thoughts, and the dark trees would be our negative thoughts. So if we water the negative thoughts, that's what overcomes in our brain. But if we water the green trees, then that's what overcomes in our brain. And we always want those positive thoughts to overcome our negative ones. So in this product, there's a lot of activities. One of them is a lesson on comparing two things. So how do we compare two things and what does that look like? And then they get the opportunity to compare the story, Seeds and Trees, to the tale of two wolves, which is kind of the same exact thing of Seeds and Trees, but there's two wolves inside of us all. And which one is the bigger one? Well, it's the one that you feed. So compared to watering the seeds, feeding the wolves. So that is a nice comparison. So there's graphic organizers on there where they get to put the main points of each story on there. There is then also a graphic organizer that they will use to compare and contrast the two stories. I just want to mention that there is a link to a video of the tale of two wolves, so you don't have to go searching for that. It's directly on the slides to share with all of your students. There's also a writing prompt paper on there, so easy template for you to print, and then they can write directly on there, so not searching for a notebook or any of those things. It goes into then them making a word cloud. So I'm just going to show you this slide because it's super cute. Shows the tasks in which they are given to create a word cloud. They're going to create two word clouds, one for those positive thoughts and then one for those negative thoughts. So you could relate it to the two wolves or you could relate it to the two seeds and how that impacts them. So what would those look like? So they're asked to create a list of 15 words first and then create their word cloud. There's then multiple reflection writing prompts. There's 5 different writing prompts. So choose one, do them all, it doesn't matter, but there's lots of them on there, just asking them to reflect on the seeds or the wolves that are inside of them and which ones they water and how they can water the green seeds or feed the good wolf versus the bad wolf more so that their positive thoughts can help overcome their negative ones. The last activity in this book is a art activity. And there is a dark tree and there is a colored tree. Well, it's not colored yet. They're gonna get to color it. But their dark tree is just a dark looking tree and they get to put some of the things that they've heard in their lives that have maybe stuck with them that just don't feel the best, or maybe some things that they've heard that just don't feel good to hear. So they're gonna put those around their dark tree and then they're going to fill their colored tree or their blank tree at first with affirmations. So there's a list of affirmations on there of positive thoughts that they either want to have or they do have and they try to remind themselves of. So they're gonna fill that tree with that, go over it with Sharpie, and then they get to watercolor it. And then the last step of that art project is one of the best steps. They get to cut out their dark tree and paste it on a piece of paper, and then they're going to take their watercolor tree that's filled with all of those affirmations and they're going to then cover up their dark tree just to represent that we're going to cover up those negative thoughts and we're going to fill our minds with those positive affirmations that we've now generated on our tree. So looking at those light colors and all those affirmations, just to remind ourselves that we are human and we are allowed to have control of our thoughts, and we will always choose to have those positive thoughts in our lives. So it's super nice for them to see. So again, Seeds and Trees by Walden. Remember, you're in control. Bye, friends.